Hey guys, as I've said previously, I just stepped out of the second grade classroom, and so as I'm prepping for some lesson internalization meetings with some second grade teachers, now that I'm an instructional coach, I just thought you might want to see some of the ideas that I'm coming across. So one thing that we always taught our second graders was how to add and subtract. They had to add up to 4 two-digit numbers per the Texas TEKS. And they had to do it in multiple ways. So one of the ways that we taught them is what we call expanded algorithm. Now, all expanded algorithm is taking your tens and your ones and adding all of your tens and adding all of your ones and breaking them into parts. So one way that we taught them is that expanded algorithm. So I want to show you what that looks like and how we came up with a cutesy name for it and what we did with it. So hang on one sec. Okay, so this is a very simple equation. This is just a 2-digit plus 2-digit. So we've got 58 plus 37. And so what I taught my students to do is we wrote equations here. This T stands for tens, this one stands for ones, and this one stands for total. So what we would do is we would write our tens equation here. So the 5 has a value of 50, so we would say 50 plus the 3 has a value of 30, and we would get 80. Now, one way to talk to your students about this is if you know that 5 and 3 equals 8, then 50 plus 30 equals 80. So then we move on to the ones, and you get 8 plus 7 gives us 15. And then for our total, we are combining the 80 and the 15. So we're going to say 80 plus 15, and we're going to get 95. Okay, so obviously we teach this way. What my students noticed is we never wrote out tens, ones, or total, but what they realized is it's spelled tot. So we just started calling it the tot method, okay? And so with that, as you get larger numbers and go into the hundreds place, like say this had a 100 in front of it and a 200 in front of it, well then you need a hundreds equation. So they're like, what are we gonna call it whenever we get a hundreds place? Well, they started calling it the hot tot method. So we ended up with the tot method. It's expanded algorithm, but it ended up being super cute. They loved it. And at the end of it, when we were all done and we were complete with the expanded algorithm, I had a friend who donated Sonic tater tots to my classroom. We all ate tater tots together because we were tot masters, and I actually had a little activity for them to complete with a little tater tot picture on it, and they had to write out how to use the tot method in class, and it just showed the writing piece in math always made their brains work harder. If they can explain with words what they're doing in math, you know that they understand it. So anyways, here's my tot method, or hot tot if you've got the hundreds place. It was super fun, super engaging. They loved it, and they became tot masters.